All right, been making today's Tuesday. It's December 16th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. We are joined in studio by Brandon Walker, on Zoom by Tebow, because we are drafting the top 25 biggest moments in college football for the last 25 years.
Since 2000.
Since 2000, correct.
Wow.
25 and 25.
Really separates the men from the boys here.
We are here.
Dave, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas right back to you,
Good
Brandon.
good to see you,
Do
man.
you,
Good to see you, too.
do you get worried and shit like this? Like how much your reputation you have on these?
Not even a little bit.
No?
Because I get worried about how I think I have performed. There have been times on here where I've won your draft, and I was like, I didn't do that good. And there was one time where I felt like I had far and away the best. The male country draft, I dominated. And I think you won it. I don't know who won it. I didn't.
Montoya won, actually.
Whoever won it, I dominated that draft. And even Luke Combs came a couple weeks ago or weeks later, and he was like, yeah, Brandon dominated that draft.
But he didn't want to pick the person who picked him. That was a little humility problem.
No, but he said he could have picked anybody.
He's a humility guy.
Could have picked anybody.
He's right.
Confirmed Montoya won.
Yeah, but I don't like. I care about how I feel after the draft.
Confirmed you took fourth.
Right, but I dominated that.
Who got left off?
Dave did.
Yeah.
And I think I ended up winning the women's draft later. The second one.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I should have won that one.
No, I destroyed y'all.
You took Patsy Cline.
I did not take the line.
I think I might have taken.
Yeah, the
Patsy
poser
Cline.
over here took Patsy
Yeah.
Cline.
You
probably-
won this one. You're right.
Mm.
36.3% of the vote.
Who was second?
I was second.
Well, that's fake news.
See, that's why you know when you nail one, Chief.
Yeah.
Right? You
No,
when you nail
Brandon,
one.
I respect your country music
Yeah,
opinions.
yeah.
And I got to say, largely respect your college football opinions.
When
I
it
do
doesn't
think
affect you, Notre Dame.
No, last year I was with you. You were very charitable to Notre Dame last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then they proved you're right by going all the way to the playoff. And that's when I don't want to go on a whole Notre Dame thing here, but everyone's like, oh, you don't play anyone, whatever. I do think the schedule the last few years and next year is not up to Notre Dame's traditional standards. They did beat IU, Georgia, and Penn State in the playoff. So, like, the results are on the field.
Beat Georgia's backup quarterback.
3 Bob, I believe this is your second draft. I think we did best
right.
franchises.
What'd you call him?
3.
3 Bob. I am
Yeah.
Bobby Joe's favorite the third.
Yeah.
So that technically plays.
Yeah.
Eddie putting seeing the game behind the game. Yeah, I think I ended up winning my first one, but also that was a bit of a weird draft where franchises is going to kind of put the thumb on the scale for nerds in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And y'all seemed hesitant to pick very premier franchises out of a fear, I think, of a lack of passion for said franchises.
Correct.
That's
Like
exactly
everybody
what
knew Harry Potter was like floating out there, and yet nobody touched Harry Potter until very late in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Eddie, may I make an announcement? A statement?
You may.
Dave?
You did win, T-Bob, 52.9% of the vote.
Oh, that's a big one. 52%. Wow. History has indicated that you and I historically have clashed on these shows. I would like to come and lay down my sword, a truce going in, and we shall conduct ourselves as gentlemen here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for the
Don't-
exchangement of pleasantries prior to.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
going to say, don't agree to something that you know you can't back up.
No. As long as he isn't a stupid-ass dipshit, as long as he doesn't say dumb shit, as long as he doesn't prove to be a fucking moron on this show, we're going to be gentlemen.
Okay.
There's a lot of conditions that I don't know that our guy can.
Yeah,
live up to.
I don't think I can. However, I do think this is a somewhat chalky draft. So
because it matters where you pick it, and then
yeah, of course.
Sure.
All right, let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it, boys.
Emily has the number 1 through 5 behind her back. T-Bob.
Hello, Emily.
Where is it?
Emily, you have the number 3 for 3 Bob behind your back.
Oh, it's not. Brandon.
Well, obviously it's a 2.
Oh, wow.
Does he have the balls to have the first overall pick here?
should.
Set the tone for the whole draft.
That wraparound might be pretty
I
enticing
don't
too.
I don't like the tone that has to be set at the top of this draft. That's the problem.
Because I think there is one story
Yes.
that I don't necessarily want my name attached to.
I'm going to take the last pick of the first round.
Oh, you coward.
Wow.
Take the last pick of
BFW.
the first round.
BFW.
All right, 1 through 4, Chief.
I'll say 1. I have to go first now after that.
All right.
That's integrity right there.
1 through 3, WSD.
It's not my best hand.
2.
Wasn't
3. Yep. I'll go third. 1 or 2, T-Bob.
Emily, just whatever number I say, just say yes. 1.
It is
Got
1,
it.
so you could go second or fourth.
I'll go second.
Hey, guys, before we get going on today's draft, I want to talk to you about Blue Chew. Fellas, you already know what time it is. It's time to level up. Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. They sent your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue and works in as little as 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. If your bed could talk after this, it'd be asking for a break. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with code DOGWALK. That's promo code DOGWALK. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. The best way to spread holiday cheer? Gift an Aura frame and keep the family near. Chief, is there someone in your family who, like, you would love to see just pop up on that Aura frame?
On my own?
Yeah.
I got a whole cast of characters.
I kind of put you on the spot there. Then you
Yeah,
pick one
you're
person.
basically be like, who do you love the most in your family? So I want everybody on that Aura frame, but obviously the nephews,
Yeah.
Christmas time, you don't get to see them as much as you would like. That'd be great. But this is, this is one of those things you get for your mom, and she thinks it's the best thing ever.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I get to see all my kids all in one thing. Oh, it's the best. So, yeah, Aura frames. It's an absolute must-have. They have the gift box included. You can personalize it. Aura frames is the place to go for this.
Yeah, you could share it straight off your phone.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Personalized gift. It
Yep.
comes in a nicely wrapped package. So, for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Matte frames. It's named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code DOGWALK at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code DOGWALK. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply. All right, so the order is Chief, T-Bob, Eddie, White Sox, Dave, Brandon. Without further ado, Chief, what is the biggest moment in the last 25 years of college football?
It is the one that truly transcended all sports or all news. It is maybe the worst story we've heard associated with college football ever. It is the Jerry Sandusky Penn State scandal. Absolutely horrifying. Yeah, I mean, it is the 1-1. It is the 1-1 for biggest stories in college football the last 25 years.
Wrote it before you even said it.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
Guaranteed lock.
That's why I was saying chalky earlier. This was the biggest story in the world or in
Correct.
the country. You could
definitely
say.
the biggest story in the country at the time, and and it was like it wasn't happening at like some rinky-dink program necessarily. It was Penn State. It was Joe Paterno. It was decades of looking the other way and lack of institutional control and the insane Penn State fans like arguing to like preserve his legacy. Then he up and died
like 6 months after, if that,
to get out of the trial or whatever. And
I don't know.
I don't know. I think Paterno.
That's crazy.
No, it's not. I think Paterno
That's crazy.
Joe Bob.
hightailed and ran off of this planet. I think this scandal killed him.
Oh, it definitely killed him,
Maybe
but I
it
don't
did,
think.
but then he-
Wait, you said it.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
No, I stand by the way I said it.
I don't
too.
even care if you do sully his name because he clearly was complicit.
Yeah, he's a sullyable guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. Just the graphic coming out, and it's going to say Chief right under Jerry Sanders.
But everybody, it's going to say college football stories of
Which is
25
why
years.
I was trying to bully you into taking
yeah,
the number
no,
one overall
I'm
spot.
far too crafty for that.
Sure, and then I kind of boxed myself in where I challenged you, and then I had the opportunity, so I had to do it. That's fine. It is undoubtedly the biggest story in the history of college football. It's a shame that it's a disgusting, deplorable, horrific story. But it is the 1-1 pick.
Really, tone has been set, boys. What a fun
I
It
mean,
had
this
to be
was the
done.
only number 1 pick.
It had to be
It
done.
was the only number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also just putting Penn State.
I was going to pick an egg bowl. One of the egg bowls.
I was going to pick Northwestern hosting game day in 2000.
Did Dak Prescott win his last Egg Bowl?
So who's got picked? Two?
T-Bob.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
do.
there's a ton to be said more about the Penn State scandal. It's
Yeah.
1-1 for a reason. It is the correct 1-1, but T-Bob, you can.
I mean,
move
it is
to-
actually insane to think back on that story unfolding, and yeah, a guy like Joe Pa, and then I guess Sandusky was like such a beloved member of that community, and he's having sex with boys in the shower.
I remember
It's-
just how jaw-dropping it was as like
Yeah.
the onion continued to
Yeah.
be.
Got
Yes.
worse and worse and
Yes.
worse. And then I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like there's still more to be uncovered there. But
You never
That's
know.
the
He
story
took
with
the
these
secrets
things,
with
dude.
him
I'm
to
telling
the
you,
grave.
man. We went. It's like the Epstein stuff. We went to the Grave Face Museum and learned about Gacy, and there's probably a lot more meat on that bone that people
Yeah.
never really fought to uncover that we might hear about soon. So yeah, it's definitely the story on these sort of things. All right, I don't. God, I don't. College football. See, you call it chalky, Dave, and it's interesting because I don't know that this is a chalky draft because college football can be so regional. And like things
think
that are
that's
massive
true.
deals to some people don't matter at all to others. And so I tried to think about what transcended the news cycle and broke into the mainstream. And one of the main ones that I hit there is Manti Te'o's
Yeah,
fake
fuck.
girlfriend, right? I mean,
Did you
here
think
you
it wasn't
have
going to get
a-
taken?
I was hoping. I knew it was, but I was hoping.
But I mean, look, it's, and I don't have to get Sandusky attached to my name, so that's great. But it's a Heisman candidate linebacker for Notre Dame, right?
an
Like-
undefeated Notre Dame.
An undefeated Notre Dame going to the Natty, and all year long we've been hearing about his terminally ill girlfriend, this wonderful modern day relationship that has formed online, and it's real love despite all of the tragedy surrounding it. And he was getting catfished. And then we have like catfish, like it
Yeah.
created an entire word,
Created a whole
very
show.
successful reality show,
Yeah.
an entire new term, something that people would engage in for a long time. So, yeah, give me man, and it's, you know what? Credit to Manti Te'o. He's landed on his feet quite nicely here. You know,
Yep.
He's really good at media. I feel like he does a great job there. He's kind of accepted now. But yeah, unfortunately, this is also a shadow that will follow him for the rest of his life.
Well, yeah, he got over his fake girlfriend, the death of his fake girlfriend. He found a fake wife, raised a beautiful fake family, and has his fake world is incredible these days.
It's just, God, it was also kind of a more, was it a more gullible or sincere time on the internet? When
So
we were willing to
It was
believe
still
more
kind of
things?
primitive.
this is the perfect antithetical thing to the Sandusky and the reality. This story, even while breaking, was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
This is. I'm sorry. What the star linebacker for Notre Dame, who's a Heisman finalist, in his entire story is fake. This Lene Kakua doesn't exist. This was everything about it's funny.
Portnoy,
Nobody gets hurt in this.
Portnoy put out the shirt, "Play like your fake girlfriend died today."
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
nice. So yeah, it was quite the story.
I'll say this though. They dropped that documentary, and I kind of have low expectations because I think those are kind of hit or miss. Those Untold on Netflix.
Yeah.
I thought he came off pretty well.
I did too.
And I thought it was well done.
He's like T-Bob and Brandon kind of said that he's rebounded and kind of put his life
Yes.
together, and all's well that ends well. You just had one of
Well,
the
hold on.
most embarrassing things of all time happen to you.
Rebounded. I mean, he didn't go to jail. Like,
Yeah.
He didn't.
No,
Again,
but
nobody was hurt
he
here.
could have been the butt of. I mean, well, he is the butt.
he is.
still is.
of all the
He is.
jokes, but he could have like never. He's made it in media of all things. He didn't even end up being a badass NFL player.
Yeah, and I do think that kind of hurt his draft stock too.
Oh,
Like,
it had to have.
Yeah,
Would you
'cause
want that
he's-
story floating around your locker room?
no, so he slipped out of the first.
NFL coaches want their middle linebacker draft prospects to be smashing puss.
Yes.
Not fall in love with fake girls online.
Yes, so
Like
true.
it's a major red flag.
The fact that he does have a career in media is honestly insane. That's a guy who should have never had a social media account again after that whole
Correct.
And another thing, I don't think I had heard the term catfish until this story.
I believe we said that about 90 seconds ago.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, we got it. We covered that.
Hey,
All right, I'm up.
Good observation, Dave.
thank you.
That was nice of you. That was nice of you, Brandon.
Damn good observation. Dave.
Very nice of you. I'm up. Listen, this is not sexy, but I think this is a deserved first rounder because of all the battles that were held between Mark Emmert, the NCAA. These kids can't have jam with their bagels. They can't have this. They can't do that. NIL, the fact that these players are getting paid, is by far and away a first-round moment in college football.
Change the
So
landscape
the house
forever.
settlement is your pick or whatever?
The NIL. NIL being legal. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, what is the moment in which it became legal? Is it the
At
There was a
O'Bannon.
house settlement. A couple in 2020, was it? I
well,
think
there was
2020.
yeah. I'm trying to think. There were a few. I mean, you had the Ed O'Bannon case back in the day where players started getting back pay. Really, to me, it's got to be that Justice Kavanaugh letter. When Brett Kavanaugh sent a letter to Mark Emmert in the NCAA, and it was just basically like, look, everything about your model is illegal. In any other sector of American society, this would all be flatly illegal. The NCAA has not won a court case since that moment.
Yeah, they can't do anything, can they? Like
No.
people say we need some order. There's no order to give because they can't do it.
Bro,
What?
can they even actually enforce eligibility?
That's the
Like
last.
that's the
that's
real
There's a
great
lot of
question.
that coming next, right?
But
Because it's the Wild West.
if they are a private organization, can't they set their own rules?
That's what I would think too. But
Yeah.
But they're a not-for-profit organization. So-
you haven't said
Yeah.
anything. Why haven't you said anything? Don't tell me it's a bad pick. This
He
is
didn't have it on his list, I bet.
So it's obviously, if you were talking about the most colossal changes in college football over the last 25 years, NIL is way up there in the history of college football. Is it a moment? Is my
That's-
question.
So
That's my question.
I had the same thought, but like the Sandusky thing, there was many moments within the larger just theme of it. Like you could have said Joe Pot getting fired, or
So-
or the court invested, or
It's
whatever.
actually a very good defense for you, Eddie. So
thank you, Dave.
White Sox Dave covered that for you.
Thank you.
I was just struggling with the momentness of it.
No, I get
I
it.
wasn't
Sure,
going
no,
to poo-poo it, though, because
I
it
get
is a gigantic landscape shift in college athletics.
I mean, just that battle that happened for so long.
But was there ever a moment where you went to Twitter and was like, oh, God damn, this is happening?
I guess it all kind of happened quickly.
Yeah, I think they had O'Bannon when that kind of was ruled in their favor, and that kind of changed everything. So I would say if you're looking for a singular moment, it's that. I think we are still in it.
Yeah.
I don't think this is really shaken out. It can't just be the Wild West forever.
Well, I guess I'll
You
just shut the
throw-
fuck up.
Do you throw transfer portal? I mean, I'm with you, Brandon.
I
That's what
think
was trying
that's
to
a
find.
different.
That's a
Okay.
separate
Yeah, that's
point.
okay,
and we
okay,
don't
okay.
tip picks
But
here.
I'm with you, Brandon. That's why I was kind of pointing maybe is it the Kavanaugh letter? Is it the House settlement day? Like, what was the first big NIL deal?
Was it
I know
Nico?
there's one that I'm missing.
No,
here.
it's Bryce Young, right? Doesn't that feel like that was the biggest one?
He was making. I remember
Yeah.
Saban had a
Yeah, he
thing.
got
was
like $1 million.
My
or
quarterback's
something.
making $1 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
to me is the first big one.
T-Bob, do you know how they do it? Well, it's constantly changing. There's a new regime now, but like, how do they do NIL at LSU? Or walk-ons getting a little chunk of something, or
Oh, they take it from the children's
No,
hospital.
I'm
walk-ons
sure they do.
generally aren't. So now they're about to have revenue sharing,
Right,
where
right.
all the major schools are going to be committed. I think about $15 million to the football team,
At
somewhere
least,
in that
yeah.
range. And they're trying to say no more collectives, but here's the rub, guys. How do you ever stop business Walker Brandon Walker, with all of his millions of dollars, from saying, I want to pay this quarterback $1 million for a tweet, and I don't give a fuck what you say, that tweet is worth it to me.
that sounds like
Like,
anti-American.
like you
to
can
me.
put you can have a CBA and put a salary cap on what NFL players can earn in their contract, but you can't stop Verizon from doing commercials.
Yeah.
You can't stop
Yeah.
State Farm with Pat Mahomes. So like I don't know how you ever.
I'll tell you how
fully-
they have to unionize, and that will never fucking happen with how it's going right now. That's the first step. It would
Why-
the organization?
Why would they?
Why
But
would
even
they
then, how does that
unionize?
stop
players?
advertising
Thank-
dollars?
Why
The
would the
player-
players unionize?
Why would they?
Why would they unionize?
Because they could just get fucking
Money.
fuck you money from it and say, hey, we're not letting you guys line your pockets unless you're lining
But here's
ours.
the thing, Dave. You would need every player to sign off on that, and the best players now are getting so much money, they're not bucking this trend. They're not going
fair counter, Brandon.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to the fifth-string center on Northwestern and say, yeah, I'm going to do what that guy wants.
There's a lot
Fair
of
counter.
lawyers too. There's a lot of lawyers, a lot of agents. Like there's a ton of very invested parties in not having this change.
Oh, it's going to get dirty because once they do once the collectives go away, it's just going under the table, right back under the table like it always was.
White Sox Dave, you're up.
I'm going to go to the first game. I'm going to go with Michigan versus Appalachian State, the upset in 2000,
big one.
and that would have been 7.
It was 2007. I don't know. Okay.
Michigan was, I believe, ranked 5th in the country. Appalachian State, obviously, at the time, it was Division I AA, I believe still. Obviously, they blocked the kick. It was, I think all the Michigan players came out later and said they just got fucking high as shit before the game.
Yep.
They thought they were just going to walk on over them. And I heard interviews with the Appalachian State players. They're like, we were doing installs for like our offense in June of that year, getting ready for that game. We had that game circled. We're going to beat their ass. I'm going Michigan Appalachian State.
I don't think this is the most memorable game of the last 25 years.
Yeah, I think if you were going to transition the game there, I'm interested. It's interesting you went to that one.
I went to that one.
There's one that I have. Brandon,
I was toiling. Well, yeah, you two are gonna have a different take on that one because of where you're from. I was toiling between.
Oh, this was huge. This App State Michigan game was gigantic.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I think it was the first weekend of the season.
It was.
Yeah,
I was on my way up to Wisconsin. I remember exactly where I was.
You didn't even watch it?
I was watching it on live stats on the way up.
It's one of those highlights, so you'll never.
Yeah.
forget.
You had live stats in 2007?
Yeah.
Nah.
It is. I mean, I remember exactly where I was. I remember it was game day. We were in the hotel, like it was to nap before the game or whatever, and we were watching. We were like, "Holy fuck, dude, they just
Dave
blocked
read
my
it.
kick."
Dave read it in the newspaper the next day.
Did we have live stats in 2007?
I was listening to that on the fucking on XM. I will.
Wait, what am I? Hold on.
How are you gonna? What are you going to look up?
You're changing
Dave?
your answer. First, you watched.
I had it on my fucking phone on XM radio and watching the live stats.
Timeout.
Hold on.
Wait, it was on XM or live stats? That's two different things.
Boys, what happened in the Alliance?
Hold on, no. First he was watching it, then he was doing live stats, then he was
driving.
listening to XM.
Early to XM.
Everybody remembers.
My buddy Ryan Johnson. This
Early.
is exactly how it went. I was working at a car wash in my hometown. My buddy Ryan Johnson calls me. He goes, "We're going up to Wisconsin." I was on a quarter system for my school, so we started in like middle of September. All my friends would go to school in like early August. All right.
Sure.
My buddy who was still home, he was going to community college. Goes, "Hey, we're going up to Wisconsin. Let's go." I had never been to a party at a college school before. I literally left the car wash in the middle of the shift, and on the way up there at it would have been 1:30, 2 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. We are listening to it on XM radio, and I had it going on my phone, just refreshing the score. I will call him and verify. I was driving through Rockford, Illinois. I was driving through Rockford, Illinois, on the way to Madison.
Okay, we're about to.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, this was a huge game, and it was kind of the beginning of the end for Michigan, to be honest.
They won a national championship 2 years ago.
Well,
They had
took a
a
long
they had a
16
long
years
down
later.
stretch. Sure, yeah,
that's
sure.
not, of course.
Yeah.
But that
It was the beginning of the end. They went through several coaches.
Yeah, because that was still Lloyd Carr.
Yes, that was his last year, I believe, and then it was Rich Rod, and then obviously Hokamania.
Brady,
and then it was,
Yeah.
So that was kind of the beginning of the end.
Sure.
It's definitely draftable. No, 4 overall, probably very high for that.
I would agree. And I also don't believe your story.
I had a second round grade on it.
Really?
I had a second round grade
Okay,
on it. I think
all
it's
right.
solid. I had a second
Yeah.
round grade on it.
All right. What do you got?
So I had 5 things ranked in the first round. 3 of them have fallen to me. I'm just going to do it. The Michigan sign stealing it took over an entire season when they won the national championship. It dominated the entire season. It was an absolute we found out about it about halfway through the season, and it covered up the whole season, and they made this entire run to a championship. There's still people that believe there should be an asterisk. That the NCAA kind of punted on it, but think about this. Jim Harbaugh spent how many years at Michigan building it up. And then as soon as he gets to the top of the mountain, he wins a national title, he gets the fuck out. He gets the fuck out. We're still feeling the reverberations on this today because just yesterday, the guy who was the scapegoat for the whole thing, who was left to hold the bag, his ass got fired. Like there's the sign stealing thing for Michigan grabbed college football by the throat and was the absolute biggest story in college football for 6 months, a year. I think take away the fact that it's Michigan, take away that Dave Portnoy, our boss, is a Michigan guy. If Alabama did this, if Florida State did this, if LSU did this, they were in a sign stealing allegation while winning the national title. I think that was big. I think that was one of the biggest moments of the last 25 years.
Here's where it falls a little flat for me. There was no repercussions for it.
Were there not?
Jim Harbaugh set out 4 games.
Hold on. Were there not? Jim Harbaugh is no longer at Michigan. They all had to leave.
He would have gone. Who's to say he wouldn't have gone anyway?
I am. He wasn't going. It doesn't make sense. You don't build up a team to be a championship team, and then as soon as they get there, you leave. That's not how football works.
Well. I would.
He also
say,
got
though, that
$16 million a year. They doubled his salary to go.
Everybody
Harbaugh wanted to be in the NFL. He had unfinished business in the NFL.
Everybody
he had finished his
touched by
college
this.
journey.
Everybody touched by this has either resigned in disgrace, left. Shame has befallen them. This was the biggest story in football for a while.
What is Connor
So
Stalions
this is
doing
the
now?
second most impactful touching on this list thus far. Then
So far, yes.
Question.
Yeah.
What, did this have the same magnitude that the Astros cheating scandal had?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I don't really get
I
shit about
kinda-
the Astros, but I'm too deep in the college football world, I guess.
Do you think so, T-Bob? I mean, you are. in the same boat
I
as
think. I
Brandon.
mean, I'm probably pretty biased here as well. I think it's kind of interesting, right? Because they're very similar in that both are traditionally accepted forms of cheating, but brought to a degree as to be deemed offensive. Winning the World Series is still a way higher stakes game, I think, than is that right though, than winning the college football national championship?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm
Who
wrong.
won the
mean,
2023?
I don't know.
T-Bob, who won the 2023 national championship in football?
Was that
was Michigan.
Was
Right.
that 2 years ago? Was that Michigan?
Yeah. So who won the World
Yeah.
Series?
Like the Rangers or something. I don't know. That's a good point.
All right.
But that could be my own fandom, though. That
Y'all
could be
didn't
my
like that
fandom.
one, huh?
No, I did. I just kind of want to talk it out.
Okay. All right.
I don't love it because there's been so much other Michigan shit around it that I kind of forgot about it already. So
You forgot about it?
I don't
The
think
current-
about
the
it often.
current-
There is
story
no
at
world
Michigan
where
may
I
pass
forgot
it up.
about it.
I stopped thinking about it. I don't. It
You
doesn't
stop
cross.
thinking about everything.
Yeah, not everything. Most things. This one being one of those most things.
You fucking didn't have.
I had it
You
on
weren't
my
watching
list.
live stats in 2007
Dude, I have
on XM.
It's
All right.
kind of like
Completely
the
separate
Deflategate where
platform, by
I just
the
got
way.
sick of hearing about it, but they did keep talking.
What does that
about
say,
it
Ed?
forever?
I think we may have been in the car heading up to Madison for our first time. He has.
What did I ask him?
Where did we watch the App State game?
What did he say?
car.
Didn't
He just said in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you didn't watch it?
You were on XM though, or were you
So
on live stats?
we had-
You got to pick one of those.
Okay. I may have said live stats. I was listening in the car.
That's
Okay?
better.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Do you believe me now, Chief?
Second round.
I don't-
I certainly don't.
I don't know. I don't think that helped you.
Yeah.
Does that help me, Ed?
I don't.
No. Answer.
It's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
Eddie, we're one round in. You're already
I know.
over this shit.
I know.
Just listen, we're gonna get a 2-week break coming soon, man. We're gonna get you. You can get off the road for a little bit. You can kick your feet up. You don't have to go. You don't have to go to wrestling or
Appreciate
any
that.
basements. Just chill out.
Appreciate
We're gonna
that.
get you.
Going to Cook County Jail.
We're gonna
after
get you to the finish line here.
Now, while it was undoubtedly a huge story, I think that since it was somewhat recent, that I might have. Yeah.
We maybe a little recency bias on this one, but
Well, it would be the opposite of recency bias.
And it just didn't really cost. I don't think it cost them anything.
Like you don't talk about it anymore. Really.
Like they didn't get the death
I
penalty.
think it
they
cost them Jim Harbaugh.
all the Connor Stallions aspect was
You guys are.
Good, spicy.
They're about. They're still in the midst. They had to hire a scapegoat coach. He ended up shaming them too. The next 5 years, 10 years of Michigan football will still be defined by that shit.
Well, we'll see if they get
I
DeBoer or
think-
Dan Lanning or something like that. And
I think this story
might be
will be
stronger than
the
ever.
definition of Michigan football for the next 5 or 10 years. The current one.
I still think this is tied to that. He never would have been the head coach without.
It is tied to
Seinfeld.
That- that is
Shermore
fair.
would Never been that coach.
It's true.
So now, y'all didn't like that one, huh?
No, that's fine.
I didn't
It's
like
fine.
I
pick.
told you college football's tough. It's gonna be people are gonna pick apart every pick in this.
I
one.
just think it was a little bit of a Buckeye Brandon pick.
Not at all a Buckeye Brandon pick. That was a gigantic story in college football. All right.
It was.
Now I just I'll keep that one to myself.
Oh, he's rattled.
No, I'm not rattled.
You're a little.
I'm confused by
He's
my
rattling.
rating now. You know what? I think we can all agree. Bobby Petrino getting fired from Arkansas, the press conference, the Harley,
It's the picture.
We're going through it right now.
Yes, that's what it
We're
is.
going through it right now in Michigan, where it's undefeated and everything, and these guys get this power, and the women close to them, whatever. Just this temptation gets the best of them. But like, what happened in last night's story, Sharon Moore, and then there's an arrest, and there's a certain element of like, okay, well, it's not funny anymore. Bobby Petrino's picture will always be funny. Bobby Petrino's picture in the press conference. And keep in mind, that picture only exists because the gullible, stupid-ass media from Arkansas were eating that shit up. He was literally at a press conference
The neck brace.
In
with
the
the neck
big
brace,
eye- with the-
smiling, because they were just throwing him softballs, man. Hey, coach, man, what was it like on that motorcycle, man? Wait a minute, coach, was there a blonde on the motorcycle? And there's also rumors maybe it wasn't the motorcycle that did it to him. Maybe it was somebody else, somebody's hands that did it to him. Like, the picture will live on forever. It's Bobby Petrino getting fired from Arkansas after getting some strange. That's my number 2 pick.
Yeah, I like this. I think it's definitely in the vein of one of the biggest moments because that picture lives on forever.
Yeah.
You can't look at that and not just
Smile.
be like, yeah,
It's
exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
the
dude.
fucking Sugar Bowl hat on his head just to remind everybody like, we're really fucking good, guys.
Yeah.
Like, as we're talking this one out, let's remember how fucking good we were.
Yep.
Yeah. There
And
you
then
go.
right back to Louisville.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had Bobby, and
And
right back to
what this
Arkansas
is-
eventually.
Yeah.
This is on the heels of like him leaving the Falcons in
Yeah.
the dead of the night a couple years earlier, basically like, nah, fuck this NFL shit. I'm going back.
Dude, that guy. Well,
he
maybe
sucks.
he's an underrated character in the whole all.
I agree.
football ever.
Brandon, I enjoyed this pick.
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right.
Dave, you're up again.
I'm going to go with the kick 6. I'm not going to go right back to
gonna do
football.
all
I
games,
thought
huh?
that you were going to take that with one of your
Fuck,
two
you got
picks.
kick 6?
I got the kick 6. So I got
You
the only
kick
2
six
actual
and App
games
State,
so
Michigan?
far.
Fuck.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing for the prospects of my draft, but this is undoubtedly one of the more memorable moments of the last 25 years, at least on the field.
I had this as a first rounder. I think the kick 6 is still the most insane fucking shit I've ever seen. In
It
my
was
life.
insanity.
At the time, Alabama felt so dominant. They felt and it probably meant more to me because I just recently suffered at their hands, losing 21-0 in that natty in the rematch. But I remember exactly where I was at my mom's house. I was baking a Christmas ham. I had my apron on. I had accepted that once again Alabama was going to win, and I remember just having pure elation come over my body as I watched this play slowly unfold. Just giddy with excitement, guffawing and laughing and skipping around and dancing. It's an absurd play that we never see. How
Yeah.
rare is it to have a field goal return for a touchdown? Does not happen.
108,
very often.
right?
Yeah, and I do think the Auburn radio call just rings in everyone's ear. Auburn's gonna win the football game. You know, like that. That
Yeah.
was like the call was great. The whole thing was great.
There were real stakes behind it.
National championship
Yeah.
stakes on the line. So it was an awesome moment and a great call.
Yeah, wasn't it to represent the West in the SEC championship?
Yeah, with
Correct.
Missouri waiting for you, which was going to be easy peasy.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, it was to go to the Natty basically, and then I think you had the field storming, which I could be getting my field stormings confused, but I believe that we had multiple white women just disappear into the hedges. Which was very funny.
Yeah,
Like they jumped over trying to get into the field.
That's right.
Dropped into the bush, never to be seen again.
Just swallowed up.
I
Yeah.
thought you were laughing at them getting like trampled or something. I'm like, wait, what?
No, they just went into the bush
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see him again.
So I take it that you don't hate Auburn. I would have just assumed you hated everybody that wasn't LSU.
I hate them all.
Yeah, you
No,
hate them all.
I hate all SEC teams to varying degrees. A lot of it just comes from personal suffering. And in my 5 years, we were 4-1 against Auburn.
Okay.
We did lose to that
Can
Cam
I-
Newton team.
Can I? This is nothing against the pick. The pick is excellent. I probably should have picked it. Okay. You mentioned the call.
Yeah, I did.
You mentioned the call.
Chief did, yeah.
I believe his name was Rod Bramlett, I believe, and he has gone on. He has passed on. He is no longer with us. He was a great play-by-play guy. So whatever I say about this call next, R.I.P. to him. It's a great man from what I hear from my Auburn people. I think that call is terrible.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Davis, he's on the radio, by the way.
Correct.
Nobody listening to the radio has any fucking idea what he's talking about. If you watch it, with your eyes, you know what's happening. Yeah. Davis, Auburn's gonna win the football game. Auburn's gonna win the football. Like, what the fuck happened, dude? I'm in a car in Opelika. I'm at Sonic trying to get me some cheesy tater tots. What the fuck happened?
You're listening to Sirius XM.
I'm just saying the call. If you didn't watch it and you were listening on your radio, you were a truck driver driving between Montgomery and Birmingham, and you're like, what in the hell? I have no fucking idea.
Brandon,
that call's terrible as a radio call.
But that's why it's representative of how shocked he was. Even he couldn't believe it.
I think that is a good point that I've never thought about before. Yeah. Having said that, there's something to be said about getting caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a very radio guy nitpick by you, but it's understandable. I get it.
And again, RIP to him, but I think sometimes we fall in love with the wrong things in college football, and because that play's so iconic, everybody's like, the call is iconic.
We also see the call with the video.
The call on its own is not great.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. But like Chief said, I mean, he was probably as surprised, or obviously was surprised as anybody. You know,
well, he shouldn't have been. That season for Auburn was a bunch of miracles. He should have expected that shit to happen. That wasn't even the biggest miracle that happened for them that season.
Good pick. All right, I'm up. Listen, I wasn't allowed in the Major League Baseball draft to pick Ohtani Mania, but I think you can't tell the story of the last 25 years without Tebow Mania. So specifically, I'm going to take Tebow's speech.
The promise.
Yes.
Yep, it's a good pick. I had that high on my list.
Yeah, Tebow's speech, all-timer after that loss. No one will work harder than him. Yada, 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 paraphrasing. But
and then they went on to win the national championship.
Exactly. The Tebow speech, those whole Florida Gators teams. There's like one more group of lovable teams that were around that era, which I thought about going with, but Tebow's speech is my pick.
Okay.
Very good pick.
They lost to Ole Miss that day, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
31-30.
And who is the big linebacker? Patrick Willis was the linebacker for Ole Miss on that team. If I have my memory.
Patrick Willis was a fucking. Wait, was that Ed? Was it Patrick Willis, or
I think he was gone?
I think he might have been right after Willis, because Willis was under Ed O.
Yeah, I think he was.
And
gone.
I don't believe Ed O was the. This
coach was the Houston Dexter McCluster Ole Miss team. Now Willis could have been there. I apologize.
I just remember for whatever reason, quarterback power just wasn't working that day for Florida.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't matter. The speech stands, like Eddie said, with the tears in his eyes, his jersey's all fucked up, and then he stood on every bit of business that he stated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good pick. T-Bob?
I'm
gonna
nitpick it a bit.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a split second. I didn't have it on my list. Then once I was reminded of it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was huge. But I think there are others that you could have taken over.
Were you not?
It was also a speech that was dissected on ESPN a lot.
You weren't listening to that game on Live Stats?
No.
The speech has a statue in Gainesville.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, has a statue in Gainesville.
Here, I'll let you read this.
I don't care.
All right, why are we still doing this?
I don't
second
care.
round.
Well, they're the ones who keep calling me out for it. So
Chief.
Yeah, I
You
want to
just
know
said
if
it. What
Davis
does
is
that
correct here. I want to see.
Who's
Read it,
got
Brandon.
the
You coward.
NWO emblem?
that it's Eddie made that.
It's our
actually.
group chat.
Oh, wow. So I like that. No clue. Wait. What station was it on? No clue. Probably listened on Sirius XM radio. What? Yeah, I think if you had said that. But you didn't.
Yeah, well, he's still calling me.
Okay, never mind, Dave. I thought that was going to be a live stats thing.
Okay, I said live stats instead of XM.
I also, to say I don't think you having to think about this doesn't make it any worse than. What do you mean? Because you didn't think about it?
My criticism was going to be similar to the NIL, what was the moment? But if you're taking the speech counts. So I think this is a good pick.
Taking Tebow Mania and representing it with the promise is a strong.
Yes, I agree.
Same with the Ohtani. T-Bob, you're up.
Ohtani doesn't have a speech.
All right. Give me the Boise State Statue of Liberty play, dude.
Great.
In the Fiesta Bowl against Oklahoma. Another one I remember exactly where I was, in a hotel room in New Orleans. I was visiting my father for some reason. And I remember a little bit after the game, they started playing Girls Gone Wild infomercials.
Nice.
That I later jerked off to on Comedy Central. That was a 3 a.m. classic back in the day.
I used to love those commercials.
Yeah, they were awesome. But yeah, the setting of it, that great Oklahoma team, Boise getting better and better and better. Who was it? Kellen Moore, Brandon?
No.
Is that Kellen
Jared
Moore?
Zabransky.
Zabransky? Okay,
yeah.
so Zabransky. Ian Johnson was the running back, right?
Yeah,
And
he
he was
proposed
awesome
to
that
his
year, and then he
girlfriend.
scores and he
And Chris
proposes
Myers
to his
ruined
cheerleader's
it.
girlfriend on the sideline.
The Fox reporter ruined it, yes.
That was Americana right there, though.
It is a slight
Scoring a
absolutely.
game-winning touchdown and getting engaged.
proposing
That's as
to your-
Americana as it gets.
Football star proposing to his cheerleader girlfriend. Pretty good.
Well,
How has
and
there
it's
not
with
been
a
a movie?
play that was like an old school football trick play that hadn't been. I had never seen it before. Like I didn't know about the Statue of Liberty play before that.
Well, you took the one play, and that's fine. But, I mean, you're also talking about the lateral from midfield to force the overtime.
The hook and ladder.
The fourth down.
Classic football trick play.
The fourth down. No, one more. The fourth down halfback pass to score the touchdown in overtime, I believe. Like
I forgot about that one, actually.
They had multiple. The Statue of Liberty was a damn 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like 43, 42 or
Yeah,
42, 41?
the touchdown they scored was on fourth down, and it was a halfback pass to the back of the end zone.
What? Did Ian Johnson throw the halfback pass?
I think he did. But did he?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
remember if he did or not. Might have been a receiver pass. It was definitely no. I think it was a halfback.
I should know that. I was watching.
And also, that's at a time when those New Year's Day bowl games meant more.
A lot
right?
more,
Like that,
right.
that was still a massive fucking win. It was against this traditional power. Finishes off Boise State undefeated. It looks like Vinny Peretta is the running back that threw the touchdown.
Vinny. Good pick. Fantastic game. Hey guys, Chevy Drive Chicago has everything you need to shop and buy smart at your local Chevy dealer. Great styles, the latest tech. You'll look good and feel good about what you're driving. Now is the time to get into the Chevy family of EVs. The Equinox EV, the Blazer EV, and Silverado EV. Take advantage of all incentives today. Don't wait. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer and drive one today. You got your Blazer all ready to go to head up to the suburbs?
Oh, yeah.
There you
So
go.
the tires are looking good. The brakes are good. Everything, like that thing, I've only got about 14,000 miles on it, and I've had no issues. It is the best.
I love it. That's awesome. You can go check out that Chevy Blazer Chief has. Just go to a dealer near you, like I said. Or maybe you'll do the Blazer. PFT's got the EV Blazer.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah, it's really nice. And Equinox is obviously great too. The Silverado, can't go wrong. I love the Silverado.
We filmed something in a Silverado.
And it was sick.
It could have a full bench seat in the front. It's got the heated steering wheel. The features on that thing are immaculate.
It's amazing.
It's thought of everything.
It really did. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer today. Hey guys, Mr. Pibb is back and it is bolder than ever. Mr. Pibb delivers a bold kick of cherry, an intense sweet cherry flavor with hints of caramel and a lingering spicy finish. It's sweet but with a bite, made for those who want more personality in their soda. Have you tried it yet, Chief?
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
It
good.
is fantastic.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy you tried it. It's awesome. I love seeing it around the office. It's awesome. It's now with 35% more caffeine.
You get a nice little kick.
Like that too. And like I said, it's sweet cherry up front. It's spicy fizz on the follow. Mr. Pibb. It's available now at a store near you. Go get your Mr. Pibb and taste a bold kick of cherry now. Chief.
I'm going with what to me is the most iconic game of the last 25 years, and that is Texas against USC in the national championship. Vince Young, the Reggie Bush failed lateral down the field. It was a perfect football game, star power, blue blood programs. It had everything.
The jerseys.
The jerseys, the setting, the whole thing. It was absolutely iconic and perfect, and probably if I could like relive one game, I think it would be that game. So I'm taking USC Texas in the national championship with Vince Young.
Very good. That's your second round pick, right?
Yeah.
So listen, as dominant as Alabama was in the 2010s,
Yeah.
was there anything better than those 2000s?
Dude.
With you're coming off the U, going into those USC teams, going into the Florida teams.
Yeah.
Like what and that's crazy to say.
So that night,
Mm-hmm.
USC Texas, I believe, is the peak of American college football.
I would agree.
I believe it was still a national game at that point. The very next year, Florida would beat Ohio State to win the national title, and then the SEC's off and running on this historic run and takes the championship down into a regional hole. The next non-SEC team to win it was Florida State.
Yeah.
So it became non-national. But this night you had Texas, this gigantic brand, USC, this gigantic brand who was on a historic run. I think that was the peak of American college football.
Yeah, I also kind of lament the fact that we had those eras, and we never got, for one reason or another, we never got the SEC versus USC. We never got the SEC versus Miami.
Oh, because Oklahoma ruined it in 2004. They shouldn't have been in there. It should have been Auburn, USC.
Wasn't there
they held out
that
Auburn.
one too? And then what was the year? Was there an LSU team in there as well?
2003, Oklahoma again.
Yeah.
It was LSU, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
LSU beats Oklahoma. USC gets the popular vote or the AP vote.
And then I also
split national
think
champions.
wasn't the Miami-Nebraska game, that should have been Miami against USC, the Carson Palmer team.
Is that right?
I'm pretty sure that was like 2001. Yeah. So like we never really got like the clash of like the true powers in that time. So but this game, you're right. Like that was the peak.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Jamal Charles,
2005.
Lindell White, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart,
January
Vince
2006.
Young.
Can you imagine what Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush would get in NIL money?
Oh, my
today?
God.
Being in LA.
About the same as what they got back then. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend that these elite players weren't getting NIL the whole time.
I have, yeah, but it wasn't this.
Reggie Bush got a house, guys.
Have you ever heard Johnny Manziel give an interview? He talks about all the fucking cash he was.
Yeah,
throwing
but
around.
But
that's
it's still,
like-
but they would have made more millions.
Oh, yeah.
now,
They
easily.
would have had the Verizon commercials.
Matt Leinart, sophomore at USC in 2004, had the best life of anybody in America.
Probably.
He had
So
money flowing in his
apparently,
pocket.
too,
He
like-
was fucking Playboy bunnies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, talking to, I got all my sisters live out there and everything, and they married LA families, and they tell stories about how that time USC was, I mean, outside of the Lakers, they were the team of LA. So it would like Leinart would be going out with like Leonardo DiCaprio and shit in the club. And this was before every cell phone had a camera. You get away with a lot more, and they were just running the city apparently, and that's what Vince Young beat. Also, Vince Young rushed for 200 yards in that game
Yeah.
Insane.
and 3 touchdowns.
And after-
he threw
and
for
after-
267.
And Leinart said, by the way, I think we're still the better team on the field after the game. That's one of the worst post-game interviews of all time.
I forgot about that piece.
Chief, you're up again. Surprising by you didn't go with another thing, but respect.
He doesn't want all that death on his. And
Oh God! Oh
No, not
that's
that.
right.
Not
You're
kidding.
thinking of a different.
USC related.
Yes, it is on my list.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll do it right now.
All right.
I'll take the Bush push.
Yeah.
Because that, again, same era. College football's peaking. Notre Dame is back. It's a top 10 matchup for the first time in forever. Charlie Weiss, they have the green uniforms. Tom Zibikowski returning the punt. They have him pinned down deep late in the game. They have the pass at Dwayne Jarrett, who apparently couldn't see at the time and still made the catch and goes all the way down. It was a fantastic game with a horrible ending because he did fumble out of bounds in that. The clock should have run. The Bush push was illegal. Notre Dame should have won that game. But regardless, one of the most memorable games of the last 25 years. And, like, I pray that that USC can get back a little bit because they have kind of just been a whatever team for a long time now. And I really thought that this latest era that USC would come back and be more of a national power, and they just haven't. They're kind of a middling 9-3,
They're like a
8-4.
better Nebraska now.
For what it's worth, now they did this with some volume because they signed 18,000 recruits.
Yeah, they had
They
37,
did just sign the
37
30
guys.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But again, there's no more signing.
That's not
than some
even.
classes.
I just saw West Virginia had a 49-person recruiting class.
Yeah, which
this
good
year.
on Rich Rod rebuilding that thing from the ground up. But no, I think USC was okay this year. Like
They were
better.
okay.
Yeah,
This is the first time that Lincoln Riley
But this isn't even
ever had a team get
close.
better than the one he had previously.
Sure.
This isn't even close to what they were. This is just like a 20th
No.
overall team in the country. Good.
Yeah, they're 9-3. They're fine. I do think had USC beat Notre Dame, USC would have been in the playoff.
Would have been
At
close.
10-2.
Oh yeah, this year.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So their quality win is good enough. That would have been their only real quality win. That would have been enough. That's my point.
It adds to the lore, like Pete Carroll going for the spike.
That the whole thing. Yeah, Pete Carroll was cool. It was, and like I do think there is something about Notre Dame coming out in the green uniforms too. Like they hadn't done that in a while, and that was like a thing. And game day was there for the first time in a long time. It was
And all the big game feel.
Yeah.
At all of
I'm
them.
an idiot. Who's Notre Dame's coach at that time?
Charlie Weiss.
Okay, it is Weiss.
Yeah, that was Weiss's first year there.
T-Bob, you were up.
I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
Oh,
fun
man, for some
draft.
reason- Let me think.
I'm taking it.
I have a few on here. God, this is where I start to feel like, am I?
Eddie, man, you're behind.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be prisoner of the moment, and I'm not gonna let this get off the board. I'll just take it now. I'm gonna say this recent Lane Kiffin drama of the past couple of months.
Ooh.
I know that recency probably hurts in a conversation like this, but if we talk about things that transcend the college football news cycle into something that everybody is talking about, you recently just had a House representative from Hakeem Jeffries calling out Scalise and Mike Johnson, two Louisiana congressmen, about the Lane Kiffin bill. And you have you have like this is something where even if you don't give a fuck about college football, you hear the story and you are offended by it. That you have a guy in Lane Kiffin with his history, which matters here as well, all of his sordid exits in which he burns down everything on the way out, that he would leave a current playoff team to go to a team that he thinks can be a playoff team, and leave them in the middle of their greatest season ever, his greatest season ever. I'm going to go Lane to LSU. Amongst the many Lane Kiffin exits, could have gone Lane Tarmac.
Yeah.
Could have gone the Tennessee fire riots. Could have gone Al Davis.
Hey, we're doing lots of tip picking.
Well,
here.
and that's what I was going to say as a criticism of this pick. I don't think it's the most memorable Lane moment.
Yeah.
It's not, but it's because it just happened.
Well, right.
It
We're
got-
talking
it
about the
got
last
bigger.
25
This isn't
years.
even yeah, this
It got
isn't
bigger
see,
than those other stories.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you a question, T-Bob. What's the title of this draft? What actually
the
is
21st
the
century.
Did you use the word memorable? This isn't even a memory.
Biggest moments.
Okay, you said
Biggest
biggest.
moments.
All right, so if it would have been memorable moments of the last 25 years or whatever, this isn't even a memory yet. This is still on.
Well, good thing it's not.
Yeah, but it is.
It's not a memory. If it's
also, I mean, it will be. It's a huge moment.
Yeah.
This will be a memory. In 5 years, you're going to be talking about this shit.
But do you
I
think
might be
this
buying
is,
stock in this because some of this
we
does
might be
depend on
talking
how
about
he
a
does
new
it
Lane
else.
Kiffin story, though.
Also, listen. The entire sport was held hostage by Lane Kiffin for like a week. Like nobody was hiring coaches because they were waiting to see who's going where. Summerall couldn't go anywhere. Florida couldn't hire. Like the entire sport was held hostage by this narcissistic fuck going from Ole Miss to LSU.
I got a question. I didn't really give a shit enough to really follow it. What was the dog story? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, this is less a Lane Kiffin thing and more an Ole Miss thing.
Okay.
Everything about Ole Miss is fake and phony and bullshit. And when you go there, they want to tell you, "Oh man, it's the best place ever. I hope you love it. It's gonna be great. Wait till you see the Grove. Grove's fucking trees. It's bullshit." Anyway, Lane Kiffin to help his image, it looks like they had a dog in Oxford named Juice Kiffin. He paid for the dog or whatever. And every now and then they had a Twitter account for him. They'd float him out there for PR, put him on the field with Lane, do a photo op. Dog hadn't lived with him allegedly in 2 years.
That's fucked up.
And it's incredibly fucked up. And it's lived with like Wild Rose Kennels in Oxford. It's how fake Ole Miss is and how fake Lane is. That's the story of the dog.
He has a good
Hey,
Twitter
he's
follow,
not
though.
fake, okay? He's reformed. He loves LSU. He said we're the best job in the country.
Yeah, well, listen to the reports coming out of the yoga classes. They're already turning on him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, no.
Well, he seems a little obnoxious in the yoga classes, to be fair.
It would be funny if he just left and took the Michigan job now.
No, he takes the Alabama job after.
Or the Alabama
That's
job.
what he's worried about.
Yeah.
I tweeted it yesterday. I said I
That
for
would be
one will
incredible.
remember Lane Kiffin's time at LSU fondly, and LSU fans are so fucking pissed at me. All I'm hearing is like, "Oh, you go to Chicago and you fucking forget who you were, fucking piece of shit." I'm like, guys, he's not going. And by the way, he's not doing that because not only did LSU bend over backwards and spread their assholes for him, I mean, they're giving him everything. Guys, you know, if Ole Miss wins playoff games, LSU's paying his bonuses that he would have gotten for winning those games. But also, they built into the contracts that any of the offensive coaches want to leave before March 2026, they have to pay 300% of their salary or 300% of their contract.
Charlie Weiss
So
Jr.
they put the golden handcuffs on him.
All right. Yeah, I think listen, he put it in a wine cellar. Maybe this ages like beautifully. Like
I think
This was a huge story.
it was.
It's
it
a
was
recent
bad.
vintage. That's fine. I'll take it.
I like it more in a later round, but it to each their own.
Yeah.
I kind of panicked too. I wasn't ready to pick.
It's all right.
he's
Fuck it.
nervous.
I'm going Tattoogate.
Ah,
Yeah, Tattoogate. I mean, legendary coach had to resign over it. Terrell Pryor, which also I was talking about it with a buddy like last week. Terrell Pryor like had a pretty good year in the NFL as a wide receiver.
A couple of them.
Over
He had
1,000 yards.
Which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
This
Terrell
was
Pryor
huge.
is an amazing football talent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this was huge, like gigantic.
Yeah, and looking back at scandals that followed it, like what they did at Ohio State, was it worth Jim Tressel's career at the highest level?
Fuck
Was it
no.
worth? Was it worth an undefeated season that got unrewarded? No. Like looking what came after it and what guys were getting paid and what was happening, like it's just an unbelievable overreaction to something that was pretty innocent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But it was huge. It
I
shook the
think
sport.
I think I was
It was
at first
huge.
I was going to critique it and be like, well, but it seems quaint in hindsight, but that quaintness is why it's so even bigger. I think actually is because what Brandon says, it really highlights the absurdity of a system that we had all accepted as being correct when it was clearly like just because college football was already a massive, massive business making millions upon millions of dollars for people
Yeah.
at that time. And we're like, wait, these guys got free tattoos and we're going to blow up everything?
Yeah, not even free. They traded memorabilia for the tattoo.
Correct.
Yeah,
Like someone gave
yeah,
like a Big Ten
yeah,
championship ring or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
not free.
Yeah.
All
Fuck,
the,
a championship ring for the tat. That's crazy.
yeah, so
It's insane that they got in trouble for that.
crazy. Like a legendary coach lost his job over a trade for a signed jersey for a tattoo.
He is the lieutenant governor of Ohio now.
Yeah, which is wild.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Jim
in
Tressel is
office.
the lieutenant governor of Ohio.
God, I love football crazy states. We just love to make our coaches elected officials. We know nothing else. Also,
they-
Jim Tressel, all-time good coaching outfit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
the sweater
can
vest.
see it. Yes, you know exactly what Jim Tressel's wearing. Like you have such a clear image of him when you think of him.
And it almost is more appropriate for being lieutenant governor than it is on the sidelines.
Yeah, he looked like a pussy.
Dave, you're up again.
I don't know if this is going to sink my draft. Probably, maybe not. But I'm going to go with Jameis Winston and the crab legs.
Okay.
It was just so talked about, and we all knew it was just completely fucking stupid. It was hilarious. It was a victimless crime. He thought that he was getting those for free, kind of like the
It wasn't a
tattoos anyway.
crime.
He walked out with them.
It wasn't a crime.
I thought he got
We treated it like I'll let you finish.
oh, okay, but nevertheless, Jameis Winston and the crab legs. That's what I'm taking. So you can have the floor now.
Yeah, the absurdity of it was crazy.
That's what I'm
but
talking
the,
about,
The,
right.
the fact that there was such a big uproar. Now, it did come on the heels of his previous year. It was all about an alleged sexual assault. So Jameis Winston was in the mix his entire time at Florida State. But this was such an overreaction because, and when I say it wasn't a crime, there was clearly a deal with that Publix and Florida State football players. There was clearly Jameis Winston had the ability to walk in there and get free crab legs.
That's what his rationale was, but he didn't. From what I recall, didn't he actually get in trouble? And then maybe like
I think he just
retroactively,
didn't-
they're like,
He wouldn't snitch on whatever, but I don't know that there were. If it was a crime, it was a disregarded misdemeanor.
what I'm assuming happened is he got handed the crab legs and he just walked out of the store instead of like going to the cashier, be like, "Hey, I'm good" or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The
I
funny
didn't realize there was an agreement.
I'm almost
That's
certain-
what
I mean,
his
this is-
rationale was.
this is what
He's
I
like, "They
believe.
give me free crab legs
Listen,
all the time here.
in this in everywhere. There's
Yeah.
grocery stores that hey, an Ohio State guy walks in. Let's make sure he leaves with whatever steak he wants.
Yeah.
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 I get
The
you.
the funny moment, I think this is the thing he was suspended for one game.
There we
And
go.
he came out in full uniform, and Jimbo Fisher's just like, "What are you doing?" like totally exasperated, like just so over dealing with Jameis, and like in the tunnel, he's full uniform for a game he's not supposed to dress.
Don't forget he followed that up by standing in the student cafeteria and yelling into a camera, "Fuck her right in the pussy."
Yeah,
Like he was on one that
Yeah.
year, man.
Has there ever
Also, he
been
brought back. He went viral recently for the crab legs.
Well,
He
the
had a
TikTok trend
the
was
other
very
day.
funny.
Usually you're dying to get the audio in a situation like that. That's one of those videos where I don't want to.
Yeah, with Jimbo.
Just Jimbo's face. And
Yeah,
seeing
says it
Jameis is all we needed.
Yeah.
That's all we
That
needed.
was great. Yeah.
All time. Good point.
He is one of the he had a pretty good NFL career. He's still in the league, obviously, for 10 plus years or whatever. But he may be one of the most entertaining guys ever.
He's just funny.
He's just funny.
Yeah.
Like even when he's doing something on the football field, like he has a way to just make it funny.
Also, his NFL career being solid
he was a number one pick.
takes away from the fact that he is probably a top 10 all-time college quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was-
mean, I don't know why it doesn't feel like it's a bigger deal, and maybe somebody's going to draft it, but his game-winning drive and national championship-winning drive and touchdown pass to Kelvin Benjamin was like one of the all-time great high-stakes drive in college football history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did he go with Mariota? Who was one? Jameis, right?
Jameis won
Jameis
one.
won.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I mixed that up for a second. Brandon, you're up.
So I don't think I can win this draft. I'm already in bad shape. I thought I could get some of those games back to me. You're going to need a game on the graphic, I think. I thought I could get Boise State, Oklahoma back to me. Misread that. So I'm just going to go mine is now going to lean towards the absurd, boys. It's going to take a turn towards the absurd. And I'll see your Jameis Winston and crab legs. I'll see my Bobby Petrino and the Jim McElwain fucked a shark. We had, and listen, of course it came out later that it wasn't Jim McElwain and the shark wasn't fucked. But there was a
I don't know about that.
That guy was having sex with that shark.
There was a 2 or 3 week period where there was an image online, and we all thought the sitting head coach of the University of Florida fucked a shark. And not only you say, "Oh, why do you think that?" The man was laying naked on the shark, and we attributed that to Jim McElwain. Sometimes college football and the internet get together and they produce things so magical that you can't fathom. I couldn't, Dave, I couldn't sit here and in my mind, if we're writing a script about college football, I couldn't write out University of Florida coach might have fucked a shark.
Then people thought it was Jimmy John for a while.
Correct.
Yeah, that was part of it.
And then Caleb found the real guy.
And now, am I just trying to massage the graphic to have the craziest images with Bobby Petrino in a neck brace and Jim McElwain fucking a shark? Maybe.
It appears that you are, yes.
Anyway, that's just
That's honestly, Brandon, I think you should be on the graphic because of that pick.
It's funny.
Yeah.
He'll be on the graphic.
Oh, on the poll.
I think I'm gonna voluntarily take myself out. I'm losing. But now it gets a little funny, and weird, interesting. I don't know. I do have one left on the board that had a first round grade, but I think that was my Southern. I don't think you Northern boys are going to care about it.
Okay.
Come on now, hit me, both.
I think I might know what it is.
What do you think it is? No,
I'm
don't
not
say
gonna
it.
say it now.
Save it for honorable mentions.
Yeah. I do want a game on the graphic.
There's some good games left.
Not really.
I have 2 on the list that I think are worthy.
Yeah, I have 3 games left, and I'm just going to take one at the end, I think. Hugh Freeze got fired for hookers.
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze was one of the highest he was one of the rising coaches in college football. He had done things at Ole Miss. He was the biggest preacher in America. He was the biggest famous Christian football coach. He did everything and said it with a Christian fervor. And he got fired because there were hookers on his phone. Again, this was the one I said these Northern boys wouldn't care about.
No, I mean, look, it was.
But remember
it was,
SEC Media Days in 2017, T-Bob?
It's objectively and I don't know. Hugh Freeze is such an odd character to me because all the public stories and everything, it's like you have to make fun of him. You have to talk shit about him. He was always awesome, like interpersonally. Like you remember
because he's fake. He's a liar.
Yeah, he's very good at being like whatever. But yes, to paint yourself as this holy man, and then you get fired for hookers, and for the backbreaking piece of evidence to be that you were using school phones to get in contact with the hookers. That's the real comedic element that pushes it over the top.
Yeah.
Like to rise to that level of success, to be paid that much, to be in that position of power, and yet still be horny and foolish enough to be calling from your school-issued phone to get escorts is pretty fucking wild.
Yep, that's my pick. Y'all didn't love
And
it.
then he ended up as a coach of Liberty.
Yeah.
And then we get the
of
Hugh
all
Freeze,
places.
And then we get
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze
And
in the
then-
hospital thumbs up
And
from
then-
the hospital bed.
Auburn makes up a rumor about their coach Brian Harsin that he was having an affair with a staffer, and they shame that man, only to turn around and hire Hugh Freeze. It's an absurd rabbit hole that only college football can
I love
create.
college football.
How did they get Robert Gimdiche? Remember that? He was the number one recruit.
They had the number one. They got Laramie Tunsil in that class. They all of a sudden
Land Sharks.
all of a sudden they had this crazy, incredible top 5 recruiting class, despite having a coach who had never been. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people
DK
were
Metcalf, Antonio Brown.
people were having good ass times in Oxford recruiting trips back then. Believe me.
I found out 3 weeks ago Laquan Treadwell's still in the league.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Wait, what did he do
Stunned.
3 weeks ago, Eddie, that his name popped up?
He
He was an
made-
onside kick or
I
something?
think, he did something on a special teams. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's on the
Shout out
Colts, I
Laquan
believe.
Treadwell. Still in the
He was
fucking
Creek
NFL,
Money,
dude.
was it?
Cremoni, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's my pick.
All right. Very personal, but I get it.
How old is he now?
It says he was drafted in 16, so
I don't know. Again, the Hugh Freeze scandal was he was beating Alabama at a time when nobody was. Like, this is a bigger deal than maybe y'all are giving credence to here. I
Yeah.
think this is a good pick, Brandon.
Probably.
It was also, as far as us being on the internet, an all-time day because it happened during SEC media days. It happened. He went on, I think that morning or maybe the day before, and just gave this speech about how I don't know what his speech was. It was all about the team. It was all about glory to God and everything. And then 12 hours later, it came out that he had been getting hookers on the sly. So anyway, all right,
Whoops.
there you go.
Where do you
White
get
Sox
your
Dave,
hookers from,
you're up.
Brandon?
Not on the sly.
Not on the sly?
I'm very upfront with my
You just
hookers.
pound vag all
Secret
day
work
long.
phone.
Not what I would have said.
White Sox
Um,
Dave, you're up.
Where do I want to go with this? I am gonna go with Texas A&M over Bama with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
that was
specifically, like,
so.
the-
That
the
was
spin play.
the spin play. That was a specific moment I was taking in the larger game.
that was his Heisman moment.
That
for
was
sure.
his Heisman moment. That was when Alabama was in the heart of their, and at least in our lives, being Bama. And Johnny Manziel just went and fucking bullied them all over the field, and it was awesome.
I did not have that one written down. That's very good. That's very
I
good
actually
pick.
did.
It was on my list too. I think that's a good pick.
Dave, that's a good pick. Dave,
Thank you, Brandon. I was writing it down on my list, but thank you. I was
I
gonna
know you
get
weren't
your-
writing it down. You were typing it.
typing it. You're
Yeah,
correct.
You
I
never know
love-
what medium you're using, dude.
If there's anybody that doesn't
Never
know
quite
what
know.
I
they're
just
talking
assume that
about-
everybody else will
Never quite know
Just-
what medium you're using.
understand what I'm talking about, even if I get a little minute detail wrong.
Sure. But the beauty's in the details.
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. I'm not very detail oriented. I should work on that. And
Yeah.
you constructively criticizing my lack of attention to detail
Sure.
will,
Yeah.
force me to do so.
Well, as long as we can get better today. Let's just get better one day at a time.
That's what I'm working on, Brandon.
Good.
Are you?
Also, why did they do the T in the middle of A&M? I've always wondered that.
Because, you know what? We had a truce.
No, just fill him in.
Yeah, I'm just asking a question.
It's the dominant letter. The big T. It's the dominant letter.
Yeah.
T. A&M.
Okay. There we go. Did you know that?
No.
I mean, to Dave's point, it kind of looks like ATM. Ass to mouth.
I knew he was going to fucking do it. I knew it. I was sitting here saying, is he going to get away from this? Is he going to? Nope. I knew it. I knew he was going to it.
That is not what I was getting at all.
Not you.
No,
him.
I know. I didn't even think of it like that. Shows where his
Shows how
mind is.
good you are.
Right.
All
Improving.
right, I'm
Also,
up.
A&M known for their money. ATM.
Yeah, true. I love my next pick
Good.
because let me tell you,
You need a good pick here.
I'm fine. I'm very happy.
Jordan Lynch going to the Heisman ceremony.
No, that was cool though.
That was cool.
Shout out Jordan Lynch. Won another state title.
Yep.
Insane, Mount Carmel. Listen, the number one most highlighted play of the last 25 years.
Oh, no.
Maybe you could argue that. The Vince Young running one in. Maybe the tush push or the
Bush push.
Bush push. Jadeveon Clowney
yeah.
Eddie, fuck.
knocking the Michigan guy's helmet off is the most highlighted play of the last 25 years. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong. It's kick six, but you're close.
It's right
Very
there.
close.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-touchdown play.
Was that Mike? Was that Mike Hart?
It was.
No.
I looked it up. It was Vincent Smith.
Okay.
Well, and the context matters a lot there, Eddie, because the play before was 4th down, and there's a very famous highlight. The refs spot the ball, they get out the chains, they measure. Michigan is short. It should have been a turnover on downs. For some reason, the ref gives him the first down anyway. Spurrier's losing his fucking mind. Everybody's freaking out. And then the next play, Clowney has the hit where he scoops the ball. So it was like immediate karmic justice.
Yes.
As the refs tried to fuck them, and Clowney just went like Super Saiyan and said, nah, we're going to get the ball anyway.
Do y'all remember the color commentator for that game?
No.
John Gruden.
Oh, really?
Really?
Tirico and Gruden were on the call for that.
Wow. Would not have thought that.
Mm-hmm. Eddie? Didn't have it written down. Phenomenal pick.
Thank you.
Phenomenal pick.
Easily a top 5 highlight.
As far as the last 25 years, top 5 highlights, it's in there comfortably.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it is only bested by the kick 6.
If you just drafted football highlights, NFL, that's probably on there.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has kind of made a career off it, too. Like,
He
yeah, he was
has?
the number 1 pick, but
Oh.
Yeah, he's made a career out of being 6'7", 2.
Yeah.
6.
sure, but tell me,
4.44.
Well, like-
give me a Jadavian Clowney NFL highlight.
Didn't he basically
You can't.
sit out?
You literally can't. Yeah.
Didn't he sit out like his entire junior year? So it's like he had that highlight, and then he's just like
He kind of chilled. He kind of
Yeah.
chilled. My buddy
and then he
played him
chilled the
that year.
NFL
Yeah.
too.
Like that hit kind of made his whole career,
Yeah,
and he was really good
he was really
would have been the
fucking
first pick
for sure.
regardless.
But it gave him that thing on the
Yeah.
resume. That
Yeah, no, it was the button on his. It was the the hood ornament on the hood of the car.
yeah.
also still in the league for the record.
Yeah.
Knew
Well, I
that,
mean that's everybody's always looking for a pass rush, even though he
Yeah.
doesn't really give it.
Yeah, he's been clinging. He just signs 1-year deals everywhere. T-Bob, you're up.
All right, that was gonna be mine. That was the last one that I felt really good about. That was gonna hit. So I'll just go then with. I don't know if these are gonna hit, but for my 4th pick, I will take Texas and Oklahoma transferring to the SEC when they announced that they would be realigning to the SEC. I remember that too was during media days, Brandon. I was live on air when it broke. It was just like fire in the room. You could feel the entire building light up. But I would argue that this matters more because of the tale that it represents. Like we mentioned NIL, but in many ways, this was sort of the harbinger of the college football that we have nowadays that is growing so fast and changing so fast that it doesn't know what to do with itself. This would later lead to the death of a conference.
Yep.
I mean, the domino effect killed the Pac-12. It looked like it was going to kill the Big 12, but in classic Game of Thrones fashion, the Big 12's bleeding out on the ground. They reach to the Pac-12 for help. The Pac-12 turns its back on them, only for then the Big 12 to get up, survive, and the Pac-12 to be no more. So it changed college football as we know it. Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12, joining the SC.
Dude, I fucking hate like everything you just said. Correct. I have to think about which teams in which conference here and there still, and that should not fucking be. It's like, BYU's in the Big 12. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
The realignment shit just drives me fucking crazy. Just like Chief said a million times, make it a large super league and do it that way.
Yeah, this was going to be my next pick. I was going to take conference realignment in general. This really started in the 90s. There's a great 30 for 30 called Requiem for the Big East. And it was this whole kind of power struggle between the basketball schools and the football schools in the Big East about adding Penn State. And the commissioner was like, if you guys don't add Penn State, our conference will die. And it did. And then you can also say when they don't add Penn State. So then what happens? Miami, Boston College, Syracuse, Pitt, they all leave the Big East for football. They go down to the ACC. Rutgers leaves. They go. So like the Big East Conference died. There's all these dominoes over like a 25, 30-year period to get where we are right now. And to me, it has really ruined one of the great things of college football with the regional rivalries. We lost a backyard brawl for 20 years. We're
ND USC.
The Apple Cup is dead. The Civil War is dead. I think they played it in like September this year. That game's supposed to have like a wintry mix every year. So it's just not the same. So conference realignment, great pick. I fucking hate it.
That's what UPIP or
They do.
T-Bob?
T-Bob.
Just
No,
conference
man.
realignment.
I framed it as
Texas,
the day
OU
when Texas
joining
and
the SEC.
Oklahoma
That was the
left,
death nail.
announced they were leaving to go to the SEC,
Yeah,
and then all the shenanigans that ensued after.
death nail for college football, or the way that I look.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, really great pick.
But you think that was a death nail?
I think the conference we walked through the whole history of
Yeah,
Penn State
sorry.
through the ACC, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So there are many steps along the way.
The
but
death nail to me was USC to the Big Ten.
But this started that.
this started
For sure,
that,
for
yeah.
sure.
No.
But the death nail.
Yeah.
Chief, you're up.
All right.
As college football makes more money and
Yeah, it's-
has more
it's-
viewers
yeah.
than ever before.
It's better than it's ever been. Yeah.
But I don't think
And better health, I should say that.
it depends on how.
Financially,
Well, not everything's about money, Brandon.
fine.
Not Brandon.
All right. I will go with Mike Gundy. I'm 40. Come after me. You're gonna talk about Donovan Woods, so
that's a fucking good pick.
yeah. So the Mike, I think that is maybe the greatest press conference a coach has ever had. It's certainly the most memorable, and it's been memed a ton. It kind of made Mike Gundy a national figure at a smaller school in the Big 12 in the Oklahoma State. So gave him life for what? How long was he there? 20, 25 years, something like that. So Mike Gundy, I believe that was what? 06? Something
Yeah, I
like
was gonna
that?
say
7. I was going to say 7. Yeah.
07? So yeah, Mike Gundy, come after me. I'm 40 is my pick there.
But I mean, while it's an excellent pick, you got to say the quote right.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah.
Come after me. You're gonna go after a kid?
Yeah.
You're gonna go after Donovan?
I'm a man.
Donovan
I'm 40.
Woods, who does everything right?
Does everything right.
Yeah.
Good pick. I would have
Excellent
considered
pick.
this as my next pick.
Okay.
Especially late round. This is one of the all-time clips, just football. Like, you got the playoffs, Dennis Green.
Mm-hmm.
One of the great
Who others?
bump in, bump out sots of all time.
Yep.
T-Bob, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's a little TV language for the uninitiated there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5th round, Chief. Lead us off.
5th round. I will take the prayer at Jordan Hare as another game. Where are you going, Brandon? What's the problem, Brandon?
That was
I
his
think
last
he's
pick.
a little upset
Brandon
that you
gets
just
so
stole
mad
a
when
pick
his
from
picks
him.
get taken.
You already had 2 games, dude.
Yeah.
You already had 2 fucking games. Why did you need a 3rd game?
Well, because T-Bob took conference realignment from me, so I had to kind of go through my list again. So the prayer at Jordan Hare.
Which I think. Continue. Sorry, it's your.
No, go ahead. You're the Southern guy.
This is more of a miracle than the kick 6.
That's probably right.
The kick 6 was a 57-yard prayer or a field goal from BYU that Nick Saban stupidly kicked on the road. It is unique in the fact that, we don't see that very often, but the guy catches in the back of the end zone is never – what happened the week before against Georgia should not have happened.
Yeah.
This was Auburn having a lucky wishbone up its ass. This was Auburn in a year where they weren't the best team in the SEC. Just kept this. They should not have beaten Georgia. That was a terrible throw into double coverage.
Yeah.
2 Georgia guys knocking into
Collide.
each other. Send the ball up. The Auburn guy had just run off on his own. Like I don't know where he's going. And he just looks up. Oh, goddamn, the ball's in my hand. And this is one of the biggest miracles of all time. This is a bigger, better play than the kick 6.
Yes. Thank you, Brandon. Great job. Great job selling that pick.
Yeah, it's a great
How
pick.
insane that that was back-to-back weeks?
That was
I thought it was
back-to-back
later in the
games. They
season.
might have had a bye week, but it was back-to-back games.
Was it back?
I think it was back-to-back weeks.
Don't they normally schedule someone who sucked before Alabama?
Citadel? Or,
No, that came later, I believe. I believe that those were back-to-back games. 2013 Auburn schedule.
What a game.
Anybody got it?
I'm pulling it up.
Did they win the title that year?
No, they
that's
lost to
because
Florida
they lost
State.
to Jameis.
Okay.
That was
Dude.
Jameis' game-winning drive with the touchdown throw to Kelvin Benjamin on the slant.
Got it.
I just rewatched this play. It was such a bad fucking
No, you're right,
throw.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did have a bye week in between. Those
They
it was
did.
November 16th
Yeah.
and November 30th, but it was back-to-back games.
Yep. And then they pumped.
The last 4 games of Auburn's schedule that year was the prayer Jordan Hare, the kick 6. They had a SEC title game, and then the Florida State national title game, which was an all-timer that they lost.
Yep.
This throw looks like a running back through it. It's a wobbly
That kid
duck.
was kind of a running back.
Nick Marshall, he was a cornerback, wasn't he?
Yeah.
T-Bob, your last pick.
All right. This one, guys, I was hoping this was going to fall to me. I wanted to pick it early because this was a heart pick. But it's representative of the insanity of college football. And I don't know how big of a deal it is, especially maybe to the guys up north. But it is Harvey Updike poisoning the tumor corner.
Oh,
This is what I thought that
Yeah.
you would pick.
Then call it in to Feinbaum. You think I give a damn?
So, yeah, Auburn beats Alabama in 2010. Big game, massive game, lot of stakes. And this crazy-ass motherfucker calls in to Feinbaum and says, I poisoned the two tumor trees. I put Spike ADF in them. They're not dead yet. They definitely will die. And they did. They did. He fucking did it.
Isn't
He
that
killed
a-
these
isn't that a
legendary
crime?
trees.
Oh, yeah. He went to jail.
it's a
Oh,
felony.
that's what Feinbaum asked him. Isn't that a
Oh,
crime? He's
oh,
like,
so-
you think I give a damn?
Oh, yeah.
I remember this is back when I first started mixing it up with SEC fans, and they're like, no, we do it different. I'm like, I mean, Big Ten football is pretty fucking good. And then I heard this story. I'm like, okay, maybe you guys do it different.
What they do, especially in Alabama.
The SEC built that entire advertising campaign that's been memed to death now. It just means more. Harvey Updike is the ultimate representation of it just meaning more. I don't know. I don't think he served jail time.
No, I think he
I
did.
think he did.
He
I think
did?
he
Okay.
did.
Almost
No, he
positive.
definitely did. Yeah.
There you go. Fucking real one. Harvey Updike. Fuck your trees, Auburn. Roll this. Roll
Now,
these nuts.
Are SEC fans so crazy if like if the judge was an Auburn fan, he would have given him a less or a more lenient sentence?
Oh, yeah. If he'd have got I don't know what the judge situation was, but it could have been a situation where an Auburn judge would have killed him, and an Alabama judge would have been like,
You get
community service.
Yeah, here's 40 hours.
You got to go
Yeah.
plant some trees.
Yeah.
But I think even Alabama fans at that point were like, all right, let's pump the brakes, dude. Just,
Well, that's getting into mental illness.
Well, and didn't he do it because somebody put a Cam Newton jersey on
On
the
Saban.
Bear? Oh, I thought it was on Bear Bryant.
oh, was it Bear Bryant? Yeah, it was Bear Bryant at that point. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
See, that's just boys being boys.
They put a Scam Newton jersey on Bear Bryant.
Can you believe that?
All right, I need a final pick.
Oh my god, dude, Harvey.
It's not fun, and I think you guys are gonna kill me because it's not fun. But implementing the college football playoff is definitely one of the biggest moments.
It killed bowl games forever.
Killed bowl games for sure, but there's no
Who
longer.
gives a shit about the Little Caesars Bowl of Detroit or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, you almost got it.
It
I think
switches
people
like
care
every year.
I think the bowl games that it killed that people care about are the big one, the big six,
Yeah.
the New Year's Six.
Yeah.
The Rose Bowl.
But they're still.
They're
Those
still
are the ones that
there.
are okay.
No, but I don't think they're not.
No, but they're part
But
of
like
the playoff.
it used to feel like winning a championship
Yes.
if you won the Rose
The only
Bowl or the
important
Orange Bowl.
bowls now are the ones in the playoff and the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Those are the only important bowls.
Yeah, it's
Well, Pop-Tart.
I said what I said.
Wow.
yeah. No, it is that used to matter though. Like it used to be like if Iowa went to the Rose Bowl, that could like sustain their program for a bit.
Wisconsin, Northwestern.
Wisconsin, all those kind of Michigan
Yeah.
State, and now it's just like they're going to be with the super conferences. Those schools can never really compete because there might be an odd year where Ohio State,
That's
Michigan,
not true, though.
Yes, it is.
You're watching Vanderbilt steal the best quarterback in the country from Georgia right now because money's all that matters.
Sure.
Should they choose to compete, they could. That's how you should have worded it.
I don't think there's ever going to be a time where they're going to have the resources to beat out Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, USC.
Pat Ryan is worth tens of billions of dollars.
We'll see how it plays. Yeah, okay.
He just sunk $150 million into a stadium. You don't think he's?
Yeah,
gonna
I
sink
think
a
you're
few
living
million?
in a fucking fantasy land. Dave.
Why are you so fired up?
I'm not fired up. I disagreed with what he said, and
So that was an odd point of.
he said that these other he
This is
listed off
Northwestern
teams.
Dave.
No. But I used a different example. I used Vanderbilt just stole the best recruit in the entire country
SEC 's
because of money.
Northwestern, yeah.
I'm saying that the NIL levels the playing field. They would have never got that kid 5 years ago.
Eddie, you're right. This is a very boring pick, but of the last 25 years, going to the playoff is one of the most important things that has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the discussion that comes from it, the release of the bracket, which I know people are turning on now more than ever, but going from 4, and even just the Jake Browning Washington, like it just when they flipped to that, it just became better. It just did.
Do you think? Does anyone think 12 is the right number?
No, there is. That's the thing, though. There is no right number. Some years it should be 8. Some years it could be 16. Last year we had a 12-team playoff with 9 playoff-worthy teams. This year we had a 12-team playoff with 15 worthy teams. Mm-hmm. The number doesn't exist. It can't. You can't go into an NFL season and say, well, this many, that many, this many. You can't go to any sports season. You never know. So 12 is probably pretty good. 16, I think, would be the more ideal because then it's just 16 is a better number than 12. Mm-hmm. But like the perfect number doesn't exist.
Okay. I think that's right. White Sox, Dave.
Get a strong finish here, Dave.
There's a few.
Sure.
Should I go with my heart?
No.
So I can bitch about things?
Go
or
with
should
your
I go? I know what I am. I'm going to go with Fitz getting canned. Squeaky clean.
That's your penis?
What's that?
Huh?
My penis. What about my penis?
What about your penis? Who said?
You just said penis.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's fucking with me. Nevertheless, Fitz.
Nevertheless isn't really okay.
Getting canned at Northwestern. Obviously a loser program. One that I would fucking land train tracks die for. No, a loser program regardless. But it would graduate. What's the thing every year that they give to the top school graduation rate?
A trophy?
There's a name
the
for
Academic
it,
Success Award.
There's an actual name for it. They
Walter
win it like
Payton.
every year. Like 98% graduation rates, doesn't pay for like do any. I wish they would have been dirtier. And he gets fucked over for an absolute bunch of bullshit. The university president and the board bent the knee to the student newspaper. If this would have happened maybe a year or two later after cancel culture bullshit kind of started dissipating a little bit, I don't think he would have been fired. It happened right in the heart of that world, so he got fired. And Fitz, anybody who's ever known him would fucking go to war for him. And I'm glad that he got a second chance at Michigan State. And I think that he is going to go on a warpath there.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brandon, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. So I need a game, and I'm going to, again, pick an SEC game because this one's very kind of personal to me. It was 2002. No, it was 2003. It was around 2002, 2003. And I was back living with my dad, and we were standing, and we were just watching a normal Jefferson Pilot, and you remember that, Tebow, but Jefferson Pilot SEC game, 11:30 in the morning. They had the most terrible broadcast ever. There was no reason to think this game was going to be that big that day. But Kentucky was about to beat LSU for the first time maybe ever. It's going to be their biggest win. Hail Marys happen a lot. Well, not relatively a lot, but most Hail Marys look the same. You're at the 50. Your quarterback runs around a little bit, gets himself a lane to throw, throws it up. It's either caught or it's bounced, caught. LSU was at its own 15-yard line, its own 20-yard line.
Yeah.
It was way backed up. The quarterback – I remember the receiver. The quarterback wasn't. It was Russell.
Oh my God. Marcus
Randall.
Marcus Randall. Yeah. Jeez. And Devery Henderson was the receiver.
Okay, well that's the one thing I did know, you motherfucker.
Oh my bad. My bad.
So he throws it forever, and again, Kentucky fans had lined the field. Kentucky did rush the field as the ball is being caught. Devery Henderson catches it on the back end, runs in the Bluegrass Miracle, and me and my dad just I think we had money on Kentucky together, and we just looked at each other like, motherfucker. And my dad took his calmly, and as calmly as he could, took his right shoe off, his Nike shoe, and just threw it right through the fucking TV. and I'll never forget, like, it wasn't out of anger. It was just like he's watching it, he's like
he unties it Mr. Rogers style.
Bam, throws it right through it, and it wasn't even like, and he looked at me, he goes, we'll get another one. And that was it. And I just remember it clear as day, and that was a memory. I don't have a whole lot of ball watching memories with my dad, but I got that one. The Bluegrass Miracle is one of the all-time plays, and that is Mr. Irrelevant for this draft.
Also, the couple funny context points. They had already done a Gatorade bath on the Kentucky head
That's
coach.
right.
I can't remember
Yeah,
who it
true.
was. They had already done the Gatorade bath. They thought they had the game
Was
won.
it Hal Mummy?
and-
Yeah, I think he was the air raid guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's Hal Mummy or not, but it might have been Hal
How
Mummy.
that could have been, yeah. And then this is just some LSU lore, but Jim Hawthorne, very legendary LSU voice of LSU, he actually fucked up the call and he said Jack Hunt instead of Devery Henderson.
Yeah.
And they went back and edited the audio to put in Devery Henderson, so you can't find the actual original call anymore. But great, yeah. I was with my grandpa watching it. I remember exactly where I was, and we were jumping around, going ecstatic, losing our fucking mind.
Sorry, did you say this was really before I remember watching. Did you say did it have implications of any kind?
Well, LSU ended up. It was 03 or 02.
That would have
02.
been 02.
Okay.
Or,
Uh,
yeah, because
no.
wait, no, that would have been 04 because Matt Mock was 03 national
Certainly wasn't
championship.
04.
02.
I have it. It's 02.
Yeah. So,
Okay, 02.
So
Okay.
so ultimately, really no. No.
Well, it was at a time when Nick Saban was on the rise at LSU.
Yeah, LSU was building, and Kentucky had thought it was building, and this would have been a huge victory for Kentucky. It was just one of those games that you just you're there and you're in the moment, and you never forget it.
It
Yeah.
did end
I
up
think the year before is when
keeping-
LSU beat Illinois in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, it did end up keeping LSU out of the SEC championship.
Not LSU because they
Kentucky?
won.
Kentucky.
Or out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I got a little confused there. That's my bad.
sure.
Oh shit, Kentucky was that good? That's
No.
crazy.
I was wrong on all fronts.
LSU won. He
Oh,
thought
okay,
they
never
lost.
mind,
He
never
thought they lost. Yeah. All right, so there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's do some honorable mentions before we take off.
I got
T-Bob, do you got anything left?
The Tua throw against Georgia in OT,
Yep.
where Saban makes the insane substitution. Les Miles SEC championship press conference. Have a great day. That's probably just a bit too close to mine. Game of the century 2011. That's another one very close to my heart. LSU Alabama back in the day.
Yeah.
But I think everything else got hit on.
I would be remiss if we didn't say Ohio State Miami in that national championship with the Ken Phantom pass interference.
I had Willis McGahee's knee on.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
that was
yeah.
it.
It was
That was a
part of
huge
that
moment.
game.
Yeah. The
Reggie Bush versus Fresno State.
Yeah.
500 whatever.
The most
All-purpose
overrated thing
yards.
of all-
Yeah.
Game, you said?
I said the most overrated thing of all time.
Why do you say that?
You have a Heisman level quarterback or running back. You're playing Fresno State, and you're just gonna it was just he
But
wasn't.
dude, he was making people look so.
He was making
fucking
Fresno
stupid.
State look silly.
Yeah, but
Fres-
they're
they-
still Division I athletes. Like that was men versus boys.
They only won that game by 8 points, so they needed all of those yards.
Yeah,
I-
I didn't know that.
I have a bunch.
Oh, I
All
don't
right,
know.
let's hear him, Brandon.
Well, Sharon Moore getting fired by Michigan.
That. I mean,
Yes.
that's gonna be one of the biggest stories ever once this is all settled.
These boys might not remember some of these, T-Bob, but
Yeah.
are you guys familiar with Mike Price getting fired at Alabama?
I actually
Oh,
remember this.
Mike
yeah.
Price got hired from Washington State to take over Alabama in like 2001, I think.
Yeah.
Immediately went down to Mobile, went to a strip club. A stripper leaned over and said, "Roll Tide," and he went, "It's rolling, baby." And he lost his job like later that he never coached a game at Alabama.
Okay.
The trouble with the snap, the game between Michigan State and Michigan,
Yes.
where trouble with the snap.
Yeah,
Great call by
the
Sean
punt.
McDonough.
That's a surrender cobra. That's
Yeah.
when we started using the surrender cobra as a term.
4th and 25, Arkansas and Ole Miss.
Oh yeah.
Rich Rod turns down Alabama. They hire Nick Saban.
Ugh.
Mike Leach locks a player in a shed.
Yeah.
WikiLeaks, a Wake Forest assistant coach, takes the playbook and gives it to all the opponents going forward.
Yep.
Jeremy Pruitt was cheating at Tennessee by handing out cash in McDonald's bags. The Nico Iamaleava drama at Tennessee. Tennessee fans revolt at Greg Schiano's hire.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
a
was down
big
to.
And
one.
Brian
That's a big
Kelly
one.
killed a kid.
He
Yeah,
did kill a
Brian
kid. I was down to Fitz and Greg Schiano at Tennessee. That
And,
was
like-
fucking huge, and that was born because of Sandusky.
And the fans won.
That-
It was like
Yeah.
related to the Sandusky, but that's just what they harped on to
that's
get
what
their
they
way.
Correct.
used to
Yeah.
get their way, right?
Yes. To Greg
They just didn't
Schiano
want him.
to lump him in with Sandusky is emotionally and
It's
it is-
pretty crazy.
It is lying. It is
Yes.
it is lying. It is intellectually lying.
They just wanted the other.
They just wanted another guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I told this on a couple weeks ago. I had that job at the same time.
What?
Northwestern or the film job.
The scissor lift.
Oh, really? I didn't
That was
know
my college job, yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I was like, it was the week of. I remember it was very tense.
Yeah, I bet. That's damn. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I had also Cardale Jones's debut. That little run he went on was a
I like
big
that.
deal. Like he had to talk
yeah,
about if he
dude.
was going to go pro or not based on what was it, 2 games.
2 games.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, and he gave us one of the all-time
3
great
games.
quotes. I didn't come here to play school.
School, yeah.
Now
I loved him playing the
yeah.
kid in the hospital, children's hospital in Columbus, and the college football game beat him like 74.
Yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah, he
Oh, they
wouldn't let
said you
him.
beat him 87 or 88 something. He said no, it was 95.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really remember this game specifically, but I want to talk to you guys about it. A&M beat LSU 74-72 in a 7-0.
Yeah, okay, yes, that was 2018. That was the most insane game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ruined overtime rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed overtime rules after that. To
And there was
conversion.
it was a very full moon that night, so it was truly just a night of madness.
it
A
was-
game that would
there
never
were bad
end.
A lot of
calls.
primal and
Oh.
yeah.
Big.
Along that same line, since we're doing that, remember, was it Penn State and Iowa? Or no, who was it in Iowa that went to Penn State and Illinois? Penn State and Illinois went to 6
trying to
overtimes,
remember,
and the
yeah.
final score was 18-16.
Yeah.
It's the inverse.
If you took the under, you probably still had it. That's Big Ten football at its best, baby.
I know you guys talk. I stepped out to go to the bathroom during the conference realignment, but just the fact that the Pac-12 died is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that specifically on my list, but I folded
Yeah.
into.
And I know like other conferences have died, but a Power 5 dying is insane.
Yeah.
The Michael Crabtree catch against Texas.
Yeah.
We're talking about Mike Leach
Yeah.
Very
too.
good.
That was I
Very
remember where I
good.
was for
Good
that
call.
play.
We mentioned it earlier, so I didn't take it, but the transfer portal obviously huge.
Yep.
I have Dion. That was a pretty big story.
That
Coach
actually,
Prime.
know what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Going to
Yeah.
would they win 9 games his first year
No.
No.
They won 4 his first year, 9 his second.
But
or
just
second year?
But
Okay.
just like the drama of it all, like I'm bringing Louis. Like
Yeah.
everyone's on notice. I've Nevin Shapiro.
Retiring his son's jersey.
Yes, I've Nevin Shapiro.
Yeah.
Bush Heisman vacated. Art Briles, not the most positive one either, but that
Yeah.
was a big one. And then I have Belichick to UNC.
It's been a saga.
Yeah, I mean the greatest.
yeah, but
I-
when he got announced as hiring, it was crazy.
I cannot unsubscribe to him and his girlfriend in that storyline more. I fucking cannot stand even seeing those two.
There was a big fight between his daughter-in-law and her. Did you see that, Dave?
No, I didn't.
No. Well.
Were,
Well,
were
he ruined
they?
his
Were they?
son's
Was it a
career.
pillow
His son
fight?
had
it wasn't on that.
Were they? Was it a pillow fight where they're like, wearing panties and stuff? Because if not, I don't care.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Jeez.
What?
Nothing.
You know it.
Do you believe this guy never watched wrestling in his life? Like he would have loved the old.
the Brown panties match.
Yeah, he would have
Sable?
loved yeah, just him saying.
Can you
that.
help me get into
He would
that?
love those.
Like that's a sincere
That
question.
would, and I'm going to give you a sincere answer. That would require us hanging out. And I think we both know.
We don't need that.
Listen, I would love to go to a Blackhawks game with Chief. I've already got a date
Let's
with
do
Eddie.
that in January, right after the holidays.
They got nothing but home games.
Yeah, I know.
And then Eddie and me are going to hang out. Me and you probably just need to keep our relationship to these moments right here.
That's fair. I have told others that too, but like I wasn't looking to hang out necessarily while I do. Like I don't know
You're
any.
putting the onus on me to help you get into wrestling.
I was just hoping you could tell me like, hey, watch this or watch that. But if it's more than that,
You want me to give you
if-
some homework assignments?
Yeah,
I'll give you.
He
some
won't
homework
do it.
assignments.
He's not gonna.
He's not going to do it.
No, he's not.
No, he's going to
That's
watch the
not-
live stats version.
that's not necessarily
Sable.
true. You would perhaps need to like sell me on it a little bit.
No,
but, like,
what?
You just asked.
You
him.
asked me.
But like, I need your help to get into it.
Right.
So like, you
How
could
much help?
put-
I can't.
But like, tell me why I should watch this one, or that one, or whatever.
I don't. You won't like. Remember how it was like? Oh, we tried to get Chief in the UFC, just it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. With
Yeah, if you hadn't, how old are you? 30, 34? 37? You hadn't got in the first 37 years, you're not getting into it.
Yeah.
Is that possible for anybody?
I don't think. For wrestling,
For wrestling, yeah.
I don't. Going a lifetime without watching wrestling and then getting into it, I just can't see that
You
happening.
couldn't-
It
okay.
has to be a vestige and carried over from your childhood.
Okay,
Exactly.
That's because nostalgia and
I
okay.
think. It'd be like if you just up and decided to get into video games tomorrow. Like, that's just,
I kind of did do that during the pandemic.
you know what? Never mind.
I mean,
All right, let's do it. And all right, we're gonna vote off who's on the poll. T-Bob. So
No.
who do you think-
No. I bombed. Leave me off the poll. I bombed. I'm telling you, I'm not being humble. I'm looking at these 5 drafts.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do the vote. If y'all want to do the vote, as I'm just telling you.
I was going to vote for Ed, honestly. I don't think he's got
Do the
enough
vote.
like,
Go through the
singular
vote.
moments per se.
Go through the vote. Go through the vote. I think I'm the worst one.
All right, I'll run through it. Biggest NFL moments of the last 25 years.
College
Chief.
football.
Biggest college football. My apologies. Chief, Penn State, Texas, USC.
No. Say it.
Jerry Sandusky scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, USC 2005 championship. Bush push, Mike Gundy, I'm 40. Prayer at Jordan Hare. T-Bob Manta Tail Fake Girlfriend. Boise State Statue of Liberty. Lane Kiffin at LSU. Conference realignment. Harvey Updike. Eddie NIL. Tebow speech. Tattoogate. Clowney's big hit. College football playoff. White Sox Dave. App State beats Michigan. The kick six. Jameis Crablegs. Johnny Football beats Bama. Fitzgerald ousted at Northwestern. Brandon, Michigan sign stealing. Bobby Petrino neck brace. Jim McElwain shark. Hugh Freeze escort scandal. Bluegrass miracle.
All right, how do we do it?
Vote for the worst one.
And you can vote for yourself. We've all done it a time or two here and there.
Who do you got, T-Bob?
I will vote. God, I kind of don't feel like the Fitz one was that big of a deal. I don't like that fifth pick from Dave, but
It wasn't a big deal.
I'll go Brandon's list. So Brandon.
Chief?
Ed, I'm voting for you.
All right, Brandon?
So I could stay on it because you obviously already.
Well, did you write it down?
I did. I always write it down. I wrote down Brandon.
Okay. I voted for
I
Ed.
legitimately think mine is worse than Eddie.
I wrote down Brandon. And that was before you said that, I swear.
Yeah. I legitimately believe mine was the worst one. I didn't think Eddie's list was very good either. And White Sox Dave, I thought you were tied for the league going into the Fitz pick was god awful.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think the Fitz pick kind of buried your entire
how are you going to
list.
dock me for not having a defined memo when you have similar picks to that?
Mine was in the last round, yours was in the first. I had to be
But
a little
still,
choosier.
Yeah, but still.
You also didn't see your first round pick.
No, you listened to it.
That I didn't see
On live stats.
the moon landing. That's one of the biggest moments of the last 1,000 years.
I don't
Not
even
a
know
point.
if
He
that
didn't see
had,
the
Good
moon landing.
counterpoint. Good fucking
Man didn't see the moon
counterpoint.
landing.
Just because I didn't watch it visually with my own two eyes
Also-
doesn't change how big it was.
You didn't see Jerry Sandusky fuck them boys.
Yeah. Or Chip Kelly or Brian Kelly kill that kid.
Or Chip Kelly kill a kid. I don't
Did
think
Chip
he
Kelly
has.
do that?
Surely he hasn't.
Yeah.
They're just the odds are astronomical. Yeah, I will accept being off the list. I think, you know what I did? I got scared off the Sandusky line. I should have had the first pick. I should have taken the first pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should have, and then it would have fallen to me. I knew to take all the games, and then White Sox Dave kind of spammed the game button a little bit. He spammed the game button,
He did.
and I think that was unfair. And you kind of did too, Chief. To be honest. I spammed the game button.
I mean, you had multiple picks.
Best pick of the draft. Can I just say it?
Mm.
4th round. I'm a man. I'm 40. I never even thought about it.
I didn't either.
really?
Never crossed my mind. And it's the perfect college football clip. I think that was the pick of the draft.
Thank you very much.
I didn't have that on my board either, and it should have.
Jadavian Clowney in the 4th round. Also a phenomenal
Another
pick.
big one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
phenomenal pick.
That would have been my most underrated pick.
All right, boys, this was fun.
That was fun.
T-Bob, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Brandon, thank you.
Feeling like 2-0, boys. Put it to the poll. Let's fucking see.
We'll
That's
see.
it's not who I'm going to vote for.
Brandon, it was excellent competing with you today.
Well, I don't know that we were competing.
We were competing for a
You
spot
better
on the
shake that
polls.
man's hand, Brandon.
Dave, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice, guys.
All right, that's the draft. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Merry
Thanks for
Christmas.
watching. We'll see you next time.